The intention of this video is to speak to those that, on paper, are living their dream life, or are as close to it as they have ever been before. Perhaps you have the job, the partner, the home, the bank account, and the lifestyle that you craved. However, despite all of these seemingly idealistic goals, you're still suffering in one way or another. And perhaps you don't even truly know what the root of your suffering is. Now, I'm not here to give you exact answers as to what it is that leads to your suffering, because in reality, common sources will manifest differently for everyone. Instead, I'll pose questions that are meant to help you uncover what this root is within yourself, while offering actionable steps to resolve it immediately. Take in what I have to say, filter what makes sense for your scenario, and let the rest come and go. And remember that many align with the famous quote that states, "The root of all suffering is attachment." Do you find yourself being attached to an expectation of an outcome, or a particular person, place, or thing? And lastly, do you find yourself focusing on what could, should, or would be? Alright, let's get more into the specifics. Starting at the root, are you connecting out in nature? Are you sitting down at your computer all day, every day, sedentary and disconnected from the natural world? What is your activity level currently at? Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and run a marathon, but no matter what your goal is, taking care of your body at the very least is going to be helpful. Are you crippled with injuries or physical trauma of any kind? Then start with the basics. Do some stretches. Take up a new yoga routine. Try getting your hips flexible. Do some movements. Try doing a pull-up or a push-up or a body weight squat. Find something that you can enjoy watching yourself steadily progress at, and just push yourself to a new comfort zone. When was the last time that you went barefoot out into some grass? Growing up, that may have been part of your daily life. And did you have the same suffering back then? Perhaps, but it's never a bad idea to go back out into nature, alone, without technological distractions. Touch a tree, plant your feet in some grass before it gets cold, or bundle up, throw on a coat and go out there and activate your survival instincts. Alright, moving on. So next, we have the topic of your romantic life. How is your romantic life? First, are you comfortable with your sexuality, with your gender identification? You have the basics covered, where you understand who you are and who you know yourself to be? Are you looking for love? Are you yearning for intimacy with a partner that you can call yours? Well, have faith in the universe's ability to unfold and guide you towards the right people, environments, circumstances, and information that will facilitate a partner that comes your way. Don't force anything to happen, and simply live a life as if you are your best self. And in doing so, you will attract the best person into your life. And in the meantime, recognize more so each day, anything that you search for in a partner is already bottled up deep within you, lying dormant, waiting for you to activate and reignite whatever that may be. Do you wish to have a partner that's funny, socially active, and perhaps the life of the party? Well, think. Do you have those qualities already within yourself? Are you searching to fill a gap within yourself through a partner? Identify the characteristics that you lack and that you seek in another person, and bring them to the surface within yourself. Bring your body, your mind, and your spirit into a whole, and in doing so, you will attract a person that is doing the exact same thing. Alright, so moving on. We have the balance between your intake and your output. With creativity being the output, and your dietary intake being the input, are both of these in harmony with one another? What is your diet looking like? Are you eating throughout the rainbow of colors? Or are you eating foods that you know are not right for you? I won't go deeper into that because I know that you know what is right, but all I will say is to increase your presence when you're eating, when you're preparing food, and when you're taking in any nutrient of any kind, because this will lead directly to what you're putting out into this world, and more specifically, in the creativity that you're able to produce. Do you feel like you lack creativity? Well, if that's the case, is there a lack in your intake? Or are you overusing your creativity and expecting outcomes to arise? Are you committing yourself to 100 days of a creative expression and patiently, or maybe not so patiently, expecting the subscriber count to rise? Well, if that's the case, then that's problematic. Again, it boils back down to the attachment to an expectation of an outcome. Moving on, if you had to answer the question with a yes or no, what would it be? With the question being, do the majority of your actions, your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors align towards a service for others or for service to self? Do you live from the heart? Do you know what would that even feel like? Do you actively set the intention to open your heart to others and to give the love to others that you wish to receive yourself? And that's beyond just the romantic. I'm of the belief that this alone will resolve the majority of one's suffering. Be honest with yourself. Are you truly living selflessly without an attachment to an expectation of results coming your way? Are you being nice to others so that you can receive something in return? Do you see the way this world is operating and you don't truly align with it? The seeming flow of life events, both macro and micro scale, don't seem to be in harmony with your moral compass, your ethical code, your inner truth. Do you feel like you're bottling in something that you want to express wholeheartedly? Do you stand up for yourself? Do you speak your truth in times of doubt? Do you speak confidently with others that confide in you and that trust you and that love you for who you are? Do you even have that group that you can express yourself without a single thought of doubt, indecision, or fear on any topic? Do you understand your weaknesses through conversation with others and are seeking actively to improve upon them? Well, only you can say. Do you get bullied or talked down on at work, by your friends or by your family? Go within and identify any conversational challenges that have communication-related blockages and begin practicing. For me, I found challenge in conversing in some ways. This is liberating to put myself out there. Now, I challenge you to identify what it is that brings you fear or brings you trouble in your day and do whatever it takes to resolve that problem head on. Remember, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Moving on. Do you crave something more than these professional accomplishments or these personal gratifications? Do you see yourself as beyond the bank account, beyond the materialistic goods, and you seek higher knowledge, higher power? Well, if so, then what is your daily practice looking like? Do you take time for yourself? Do you care for your holistic well-being? Do you volunteer your time, effort, and energy toward the development or betterment of others? Are you affirming to yourself each day that you are worthy, that you are healthy, wealthy, and full of love, and that you are blessed beyond belief? Remember, the things that you whisper to yourself are echoed by those you interact with. Lastly, do you zoom out and recognize that we are who we are in this time and in this place? Do you regularly tap back into the all, recognizing that we are just an expression of something much greater, something that encompasses all life, all material, all energy? Are you learning from those that have knowledge that aligns with your thoughts, your feelings? I challenge you to find balance in your life, in whatever way feels right. Only you know exactly where you lack, and only you are blocking yourself from finding where it is that you must improve upon. Take time for yourself, connect with nature, avoid distractions, learn as much as you can, and give back to those that you may not even know. You're loved, you're cared for, you're honored, and you're respected. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.